Sharp, I'm sorry. Well, as soon as we get these things...
Yeah, Alan Sharp, the left fielder. Here's the lineup for Mary's cleaning. It goes Alan Sharp, left field, Dave Uridal, shortstop, Bob Kraft, third base, Scott Druitt, left center, Bill Geske, right center, Matt Wade, second base, Cliff Magny, first, Jim Caroa, right center, Pete Schwind, pitcher, Gary Kraft, catcher, and Jamie Smith, DH.
So that brings Dave Uridal, the shortstop, up here, and already we have a pinch runner. As Alan Sharp leaves.
There's some confusion now as to whether they can put this runner in. Is he really in the lineup? Things like that.
No, they can't. Alan Sharp goes back out there.
Run a kid, run a kid.
And like Dennis mentioned, this is Dave Uridal up to bat.
Come on, run a kid. Right, you and me, Ronnie, you and me. Right. Run a kid.
It's a strike by the pitcher, Ron Roberts.
Time, Ronnie, take your time. He don't want to.
And he wraps one into left field. The runner round second, but gets back there. Nicely fielded by Bob Zarka.
Already got blocked it all.
Okay, we have runners on first and second now with Bob Kraft coming up to bat.
Play. Come on, run a kid, run a kid.
And he does the same thing. A nice grounder out the left field. One run's gonna score. And the runner slides into third base safe. Hey, that puts Mary's Cleaning on the board, 1-0 with runners on second and third. A triple by Kraft, and Scott Druitt comes up to bat.
Okay, I'm ready now. I got that lineup down. I hope that's the right lineup. We had about 4 since we started the game.
All right, kid.
Well, Bob Kraft again goes to left field.
That was Scott Druitt. And he's kept at first base, but 2 more runs score. Boy, Bob Zarka's getting a workout in left field.
He sure is. And boy, Mary's Cleaners has quite a following here tonight.
They're pretty vocal over there.
Yeah, they brought their noisemakers and everything.
Bill Geske's coming up to the plate now with a runner on first.
Turn it in field.
Still nobody out here in the top of the first inning. Game number 2 of Cable 9 softball.
Georgia. One day they'd be down here.
There's a nice catch of the line drive by Rich Pekarsky, and he catches the runner off the bag.
Pekarsky with a fine catch and throw to make a double play. So just like that, 2 outs here.
With Matt Wade.
All right, kid.
Wade shoots one in the gap between left and left center. Throws, it's going to be a play at second. Throws a little bit off. And Wade gets in there with a double. So a top double for Wade, and Cliff Magny, the first baseman, steps up to the plate. 3-0, Mary's Cleaners. Ground ball to short. Could be an easy play. Little bobble, and he's safe at first.
Boy, Wade did a good job out there trying to distract the shortstop, Matt Johnson, jumping off the bag, clapping his hand. I don't know if that's what they did, but he did his job out there.
So Magny's on with an error, and Jim Caroa, the right center fielder, steps up with runners at first and second, and 2 outs here.
Stepped on the plate as he made contact with the ball.
So he's out. That brings an end to the top half of the first inning, but Mary's Cleaners brings 3 runs across. And they're up on top of OK Brugman, 3-0. There's some of the fans with their noisemakers here rooting on Mary's Cleaners.
They've got those New
Thanks,
Year's
Freddie.
Eve rulers. And they're holding up cards, giving messages to the players. Bye-bye, Fred. All right, coming up here for OK Brugman, I'm going to run down their lineup real fast. Matt Johnson, shortstop. Tom Dieterich, left center. Bob Zarka, left field. Dave Zerny, second base. Larry Kinsford, right field. Ray Pekarsky, first. Rich Pekarsky, third. Jim Rannick, DH. Ron Roberts, pitcher. Steve Lachowski, catcher. And Dave Stewart in right center.
Boy, it's nice to see a lot of rooting fans here. We don't often see that. Complete with noisemakers and posters and one of the biggest cheerleading sections we've had.
I tell you, that's the way to guarantee getting on TV.
You got that right.
This is a better league than Tuesday, Thursday.
Ah, we just got the word from our scorekeeper, Bob Hauser, that this is the better league. Joe Hauser, I'm sorry. You're not partial. You're not being biased, are you, Joe? Oh, Matt Johnson sends a foul ball. The leadoff batter for OK Brugman. And the count's at 1-1 to Matt.
There's one now. There's another one.
Johnson sends one to left center. Oh, my.
Scott Druitt falls down as he catches that one, but he hangs on to it for the out.
Fine catch there by Druitt.
Now remember, these are the two teams that are at the top of their league, with Brugman at 8-2 and Mary's Cleaning at 7-3.
So a win by Mary's Cleaners would put them in a tie. And do we have a tiebreaker in this league?
Well, they got 2 more games in the first half.
Okay, still 2 more games to go in this half, so
And a nice catch by Jim Caroa out there in right center.
So Tom Diedrich flies out to right center, and Bob Zarka, the left fielder, steps up for OK Brugman. Well, Mayor, I had on my clipboard who we were going to see next week, weather permitting, but I left it at the studio, so it's going to be a surprise. Nevertheless, we will have 2 teams next week, as Zarka lines one down the left field line. Nice play by Alan Sharp and only holding Zarka to a single. And that brings Dave Zerny, the second baseman, up. Zerny, the cleanup hitter here for OK Brugman.
There you go, baby. Right. Shoot him now. Shoot him, kid. Shoot him. Oh, there he is. Go, Pete. Let's go, man. Oh, there he is, man.
Zerny chops one right back to the pitcher for out number 3. So after 1 inning, OK Brugman 0, Mary's Cleaners 3.
Friday at 9 and Saturday at 12:30. We're starting the second inning now with Mary's Cleaning on top, 3-0 over OK Brugman. Pete Schwind's the first batter. Look at that crowd. It's nice to see him out here.
Yeah, it sure is. And vocal, too.
Speaking of vocal, Steve Lachowski's pretty loud back there behind the plate for OK Brugman. He's got that deep, gruff voice.
Schwind sends one to the shortstop, and he's out by not by much, I'll tell you.
Good play by Johnson.
And a good call by the first base umpire. Yeah, that is a pretty vocal catcher, although I'm not so sure he's as vocal as Kevin Holohan for sure with Tavern in Game 1. Boy, he was calling the balls and strikes right as they left the pitcher's hands.
This is Gary Kraft, the catcher, up to bat.
All right, what's that? There he is.
Gary pops it up to short left field.
Nice catch by Bob Zarka.
So just like that, there's 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. And Jamie Smith, the DH, comes up. I'm sorry, he's not the DH, he's the extra player. Oh, the extra player flies out to left center, and an easy 1-2-3 inning. So we move on into the bottom of the second inning with OK Brugman. Still up 3-0. No, they're down 3-0. Mary's cleaning.
Well, we're going to take this opportunity to acknowledge our crew here tonight. We have Justin Lucas directing, and on camera, Paula Check, who else? Bill White and George Sulia, and
Chris White.
You know, I did that the other night. I introduced him as Bill. I think I went to school with a guy named Bill White. So I apologize, Chris, and I apologize to your whole family who may be watching this.
Yeah, we have a fine crew. Chris and Paula are 2 of our summer interns, both from Akron. No, Chris is from, geez, where is Chris?
Walsh
Chris
College.
is from Walsh College. Oh, we have so many interns from Akron, I get them all confused.
That's true.
Paula's from Akron, and George is one of our community volunteers who always does a good job for us. He's been with us for a couple years now.
That's one.
Justin Lucas, the same thing.
Good eye.
And I think Tom Common's wandering around here, our wandering technician,
That's right.
jack of all trades.
He is.
Well, Larry Kinford is up to bat.
Shoot him, Jimmy kid, now shoot him.
And the right fielder lines out sharply to the shortstop for out number 1.
Yeah, Dave Uridal didn't have to move too far to catch that one. The crowd certainly appreciates it. Ray Pekarsky coming up to bat.
Ray's a lefty, and not much switching in the outfield for him.
That's a high one. Oh!
Oh, and the right fielder falls down.
Momentarily, that was a little scary there. Now, I've got...
Bill Geske came over from right center to make that play.
Okay. And that was Rich Pekarsky?
Ray.
That was Ray. Now we have Rich. Ah, these family teams.
I've got 2 right center fielders listed for Mary's Cleaners. Who is the right center fielder?
What do you have there, Ed, Joe?
Jim Wright.
Okay, and Bill Geske?
Is in right center.
So
Okay.
you called it right, Dennis. Oh, and there's a hit to the hole out there in left field. Nicely fielded to keep the runner at first base.
So Rich Pekarsky's on with 2 outs in the bottom of the second inning, and that brings up
Jim Rannick.
Jim Rannick. Big Jim Rannick. He's the extra player for OK Brugman.
Oh, there's the one.
Rannick sends one high and fairly deep. The right center fielder, Bill Geske, makes it out number 3. So after 2 innings of play, Mary's Cleaning still on top of OK Brugman, 3-0.
You know, every mother wants the new baby to be healthy. I know that's how I felt about mine. But the mothers of these babies were not so lucky. These babies were born with the AIDS virus. Right now, there's no cure, but you can help prevent the spread of AIDS. If you're sexually active, please use a condom because it'll help prevent AIDS. Do it for yourself. Do it for your partner. Do it for the babies.
Well, we're back, and I was real curious as to the change in terminology from DH to EP. So we're getting the official word from Joe Hauser.
Okay, several years ago, the ASA changed from the DH terminology, which was a designated hitter, to the extra player, which means he's still a DH, but he can also play defensively any one of the positions.
Okay, great. That helps explain things. Thank you, Joe. We saw a single there by Alan Sharp. Hit that one just out of reach of Matt Johnson.
Brings Dave Uridel, the shortstop, up to the plate.
Right, kid.
So as the head of the league, does Freddie have to go to all kinds of these ASA league meetings or anything like that?
Yes, he attends
Does he?
when they have them, yes.
So you mean when there was a DH a couple of years ago, he couldn't go out in the field and play unless they replace someone permanently?
Right,
Okay, this way they can replace a guy for an inning and then bring him back in.
right.
Right, kid. Come on, there it is.
Well, there's a high pop fly. And going back, oh, nice catch by Bob Zarka out there in left field. That was a hard one to judge, but he got under it and caught it.
Made a good throw into second base, holding Alan Sharp to first. So that brings up Bob Kraft here with one down and a runner at first base. For Mary's Cleaners, who's on top of OK Brugman 3-0.
All right, kid. Right, kid.
There's a shot in the gap, could be extra bases. Over there to cut it off is the left center fielder, Tom Diedrich. But a run's gonna cross, and that's a double for Bob Kraft. Stretching the lead to 4-3 for Mary's Cleaners. I mean, 4-0.
Now it's time for the cleanup batter. Scott Druitt's coming up to bat in his STP shirt.
Son of a gun. You know, that's good stuff. I use that on my interior of my car.
Wait, all right, kid.
Son of a gun by STP.
Oh, really?
Druitt sends a high pop to short left field. Zarka coming in. Shortstop going out over the shoulders. Shortstop can't make the catch. And that's going to be a hard one to score.
You know, I don't think Matt Johnson should have been out there trying for that ball. It's a lot easier to come in on him than to go out on him.
It's going to be a single anyway for Druitt, putting runners at second and third with Bill Geske, the right center fielder.
Well, I think the fans are having a party over there.
Oh, yeah.
And the score is only 4-0.
That must be nice to come to the park and have a lot of fan support on your side.
That's true.
Ground ball to shortstop. Tough play, tough hop. 2 runs are going to score. And the runner, Geske, makes it to second on the air. 2 runs score, 6-0 Mary's Cleaners.
Yeah, that one jumped right over the mid of Johnson at shortstop.
Yeah, I think he wanted to play it on the... Before it took that extra hop and it took that high bounce and kind of went right underneath his armpit.
All right, kid. Right, kid.
There's one over the head of Johnson. It's going to score another run as Geske comes around to score to make it 7-0. And that's a single, RBI single for Matt Wade. As the fans are getting really excited now over there. I don't know if you can hear them, but you've got to be able to hear them. It is loud here. Anyway, that brings the first baseman, Cliff Majny, up for Mary's Cleaners. Still only 1 out here in the 3rd inning. Asby sends it high and fairly deep to left field. Zarka under it. Runner tagging, nope. Yes, he does on the throw. Gets by the second baseman. The runner's going to make it all the way to third.
Heads up base running out there.
Sure was. Matt Wade played it right.
The umpire's giving some sort of warning to third baseman Rich Pekarsky. I'm not quite sure what was going on.
I think it might have been interference there on the runner coming into third. Just being a little annoying there and getting in the runner's way as he came into third.
Jim Kuroa watches the first pitch go by.
Umpire calls time, and I think they're going to reprimand the third baseman.
Having a word with shortstop Matt Johnson, telling him he doesn't want to hear it anymore.
Kuroa sends one in the gap. I don't think anyone's going to get over there. It's going to go all the way to the fence for extra bases. Wade comes across the score, and it's going to be a triple for Kuroa.
Steve Wachowski, the catcher, kind of taunting Kuroa over there on third, daring him to try to come home.
Nah, he doesn't have to come home. He got a triple, RBI triple. Makes the score 8-0 in favor of Mary's Cleaning. And it brings Pete Schwind, the pitcher, up. Pete sends one through the gap, and another run will score. RBI single for Schwind. Schwind goes to... Ooh, almost tried to make it the second, but the throw comes into first, driving him back. So 9-0, Mary's Cleaning.
Emotions running high on the field tonight.
They sure are. Brings the catcher, Gary Kraft. Well, this is an important game for both teams.
It's true.
Kraft sends one to Zarka. And Zarka puts it away for out number 3. But Mary's Cleaning has another big inning. They stretch their lead to 9-0 as we move into the bottom of the third inning. What do you have in your little book to talk about, Mary?
I know. Adelphia Cable is once again offering something great to its viewers. You can watch the leading NBA draft contenders, the collegiate players, in a one-on-one basketball vertical dunk competition. Now, this is June 25th at 9 at night, and if you want to watch this, it'll only cost you $12.95.
Please.
And you can call 1-800-662-3650.
Vertical dunk competition
That's the word I got.
from prospective NBA players.
Yes, that are in college now.
And it's $12.
$12.95.
Oh, boy, pay-per-view. Some of those events are a little hurting, folks. Can't see many people ordering that one. I'm not sure. That might be nice for a laugh. I don't know, all those pregame all-star things, the shootout, the old-timers game, the slam dunk competition. I mean, those things don't get any viewers anyway. I can't see how a vertical dunk competition between guys who haven't even been drafted yet is going to do. And that's enough about that anyway. There's a ground ball to the short second baseman. I can't even hear myself think with those fans out there on the third baseline.
We're doing a lot of shouting up here, I think. And I still can't hear you.
The audio person down there is probably going nuts. Anyway, that brings the catcher, Steve Wachowski, up to the plate. Wachowski drives one, but foul. One out here in the bottom of the third. OK Brugman down by 9, but as Joe Hauser told us, OK Brugman is never out of it. They've come back from a lot of games this year.
Wachowski watches an outside pitch. And another ball.
There's a flat pitch, and Lachowski sends it into left field for a single.
Nice line drive, just out of reach of third baseman Bob Kraft.
That's going to bring the right center fielder Dave Stewart up to the plate. 1 out, a man on first, and OK Brugman with a 9-point deficit.
Does he sing with the Eurythmics in the off-season?
I think he pitches for Oakland. With that beard mustache, I think it's Dave Stewart from the Eurythmics. You think all that hoopla is a little distracting to OK Brugman?
I think if it were just voices, it wouldn't be, but noisemakers and such, I think, could be.
I know they're distracting to me. Oh, tough play by the shortstop. It gets by him for an error, and the right center fielder, another error. They got him caught up between first and second. First baseman drops the ball, and everybody's safe. Oh, my.
Well, that was quite a play. It got by shortstop Urido. Then there was a nice throw from the left field side and got the runner in a pickle. It threw it right at him, huh?
Yeah, but Cliff Massey just couldn't hang on to the ball. They would have had a sure out there as Stewart was caught between first and second. Anyway, the top of the order, Matt Johnson, sends a foul ball.
A great
Caught,
effort.
and both runners tag, though. Ooh, makes it, with a 9-point lead, I guess you do catch that ball. But
Good catch.
If it were a close ball, I think a foul ball like that with a runner on third, you want to let go. If it were a close game.
I'm just real impressed with Coroa getting over there and getting under that ball.
Boy, that was a long run. Okay, that brings Tom Diedrich, the left center fielder, up with 2 outs and runners at second and third. He sends one deep, but
Alan Sharp gets under that one.
for out number 3. So we go into the 4th inning with the score 9-1, I believe. No, still 0. No runs got across that inning. Still, no, it is 9-1. That's 9-1. OK Brugman behind Mary's Cleaning. We'll be back for the 4th.
Ashley's Furniture Outlet. More than just a furniture store. We're a special order house offering you the finest quality furniture. Any style, any fabric. Hundreds to choose from. Look at these everyday savings. Glider rockers starting at $199. Recliners starting at $179. And full reclining sectionals starting at only $12.99. Ashley's offers no sales, no gimmicks. Just everyday low prices. Stop in at either of our 2 locations, Northfield Road in Northfield, State Road in Cuyahoga Falls.
We're starting the 4th inning. We've got a call from the president. Going to congratulate the winning team.
And a leadoff single for Mary's Cleaning as we hit the top of the 4th inning. Hey, that was a nice shot by our up camera looking down at home plate.
I think Chris White's up on the roof tonight.
He sure is. So that brings the top of the lineup, Alan Sharp for Mary's Cleaning. Sends one down the first base line. It gets through for an error. Runners are going to, nope, not going to move to third. They're going to hold up. So with the error on the first baseman, Ray Perkarski, it's going to leave runners at first and second with nobody out here in the 4th inning for Mary's Cleaning. And Dave Urido, the shortstop, comes up to bat. Here's a nice shot of the pitcher, Don Roberts, for OK Brugman, as he delivers ball 1. And Urido sends one long and deep. Zarka getting over there for the play. Runners don't tag as Zarka throws a nice one into third.
Good catch by Zarka over there.
Come on! Let's start it! Get out of here!
Bob Kraft approaching the plate.
Steve Lachowski being the one-man cheerleader for OK Brugman, and I think by himself he's putting out as much noise as the whole crew at Mary's Cleaning.
I bet he goes home with a sore throat.
Oh, yeah.
Right here!
Bob Kraft, the third baseman, steps up. Runners still at first and second, one out here in the fourth inning. Kraft gets a flat pitch and lofts it up to Zarka under it, and again the runners will stay put.
But now the cleanup hitter's going to have his turn. Scott Druitt. You think he has the racer's edge?
Well, let's hope so for Mary's Cleaning. Well, they don't even need the edge right now. They have the edge 9-1 here in the fourth inning. Nice backspin there by the pitcher Don Roberts, and Druitt takes strike one. Lifts strike two way up. Shortstop coming out to make the play, over the shoulder catch for out number 3. So, OK Brugman gets out of their half of the inning with no runs for Mary's Cleaning, and the score remains 9-1 with Mary's Cleaning on top of OK Brugman.
Well, if you're watching this on Saturday, just stay tuned afterward and you'll be able to see the Aurora commencement. That's Saturday at 2:30 that we're airing that one. Speaking of graduations and such.
Well, the Aurora commencement, I just wanted to say, was videotaped by our very popular Mark Studer, who's been around with us for, geez, I think ever since the beginning, at least 4 or 5 years. Mark's been a great help to us. Runs tape on the weekends, does a lot of special programming for us. So check out Mark's work with the Aurora commencement.
Yeah, we really appreciate his help. If you're also interested in listening to the Aurora valedictorians as well as the Nordonia valedictorians, you should watch Collage, Tuesdays at 7 and Saturday mornings at 11.
That's right, the very fine show by our roving technician today, Tom Common.
Well, that's Bob Zarka up to bat now. Trying to bring OK Brugman out of their 8-run deficit.
Zarka takes outside, much to the dismay of the rest of Mary's Cleaning. Zarka takes a walk. So, with nobody out, we've got a man on first for OK Brugman. It's going to bring Dave Zerny, the second baseman, up. Zerny sends one deep into the gap. Oh, Druitt can't quite get it. And on his way to third, Zarka, and Zerny's got himself a double.
Boy, Zarka didn't even slow down around second. He knew he was going for third no matter what.
That was a good attempt by son of a gun Druitt out there, and left center field just couldn't quite get there. Puts runners at second and third, still nobody out for OK Brugman. And Joe might be right, here comes the comeback. There it is, could score 2 runs as Kinford lines a single up the middle. Zarka and Zerny come across to score the 3rd runs. So it's a 9-3 lead now for Mary's Cleaning. As Ray Perkarski, the first baseman, gets ready to step up. As you see Pete Schwind not too happy with the course of events here. There we go.
OK Brugman's getting psyched over there. They're getting almost as loud as the fans from the other side.
Perkarski sends it, could be 2. The relay is in time for a double play. So, 2 outs now here in the 4th inning. Quickly, Mary's Cleaning gets 2 outs in the inning. So, brother Rich Perkarski now, the 3rd baseman, comes up to bat with 2 outs here in the 4th inning.
That was a great double play.
Sure was. You don't get to see too many double plays in softball.
No.
Since the bags are so close. But it was a fine one. Dave Urido, the shortstop, calls everybody off and makes the third out. And that's going to do it for the fourth inning, with the score 9-3 in favor of Mary's Cleaning. We'll be right back.
If you're pregnant and you drink or smoke or do drugs or even neglect to see a doctor, there's a good chance your baby will be born with what's known as low birth weight, which not only means your baby may be painfully small and sickly, but may be even blind, retarded, or disabled. Or then again, your baby might not be born at all. A message from the March of Dimes.
As we start the fifth inning with an oil drill out there, we're going to let you know what went on tonight over at Longwood Park.
Oh, I think that's a gas well anyway, Mayor. Nick's Landscaping on top of General Electric tonight, 15-4. Northfield Merchants, 5-4 over NPK Construction.
What more can you want? We cover these games and still keep you posted on the others.
Oh, boy. It's a shot, but it's caught out there by the left center fielder.
Tom Dieterich.
Yes.
Matt Wade steps up to bat.
Think he's any relation to Diedrich in New York on Barney Miller?
Well, maybe.
Number two.
Wade sends one deep. It could be out of here. It is.
Another home run.
Home run for Matt Wade.
Boy, this is the night for Cable 9 home runs. We had a couple in the first game, and now Matt Wade slams one over the fence.
Wow, Wade now 3 for 3 tonight with that home run. My, oh my.
That puts Mary's Cleaning on top 10-3.
And it puts all their fans over the top, too, as they continue to whoop it up. Geez, confetti and everything. Boy. Here's a nice shot from our third base camera as Cliff Majney, the first baseman, gets ready to step up.
Steve Lachowski was out there giving a pep talk to his infielders.
All right, kid, check it off.
There's a high
What a
pop
shallow. Shortstop comes out and makes the play. That puts Majney away and makes 2 outs here in the 5th inning.
Well, you know, earlier I chastised Matt Johnson for running out there and that far into the field and trying to get those, but I guess he showed me, if you can get them, you get them.
That's right.
And he's a good enough fielder.
Oh, it was a great effort. There's no way that the left center fielder was going to get in time to make that play. Here comes Jim Careau, the right fielder.
All right, it's number three.
And Careau has got himself a single right up the middle. So with 2 outs, Mary's Cleaning puts another runner on first base. And Pete Schwind, the pitcher, comes up. I can't get over what a beautiful night it is, Mayor. And the bugs didn't even come out.
Thank goodness.
Chris White, our cameraman, even brought his off with him. There's one into the gap. Could be trouble. It is.
Tom Dieterich dove for it, but was still out of his reach.
Carolla rounds third and crosses the plate for the 11th run for Mary's Cleaners. And Schwind is in with a double. Real nice effort out there, but just got by the glove of Tom Diedrich. He's going to bring Gary Kraft, the catcher, up. And Kraft pops up. Zarka's under it. 4 out, number 3. So we've got the big home run by Matt Wade in the inning, plus another run. And that puts Mary's Cleaners up 11-3 as we go into the bottom half of the 5th inning.
Well, you should be sure and watch Cable 9 Update this week, especially if you need a job, because we're going to have a story about a certain business in the area who's having trouble finding summer employees and needs some help.
And I'll give you a clue. There's a bunch of fish at this place.
So you can see ABC Cable 9 update every weekday at noon and 5:30, plus Wednesdays at 7.
Okay, we might as well tell them. SeaWorld's looking for people to come and work for the summer.
And you know, speaking of fish and SeaWorld, we're going to also have a story on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles visiting Masara's Supermarket in Twinsburg.
Cowabunga. Okay, who's due up here for OK Brugman, Mary?
Jim Rannick.
Are turtles fish? They're mammals, aren't they?
No, because they lay eggs. So they're reptiles.
Oh, okay,
or
you're right.
amphibians or something.
Yeah, you're right. Well, there's a long out to the left center fielder, Drew it. It makes out number 1 for OK Brugman. And the pitcher comes up, Don Roberts. Sounds like a flock of geese flying over. Roberts takes ball 2. You know what? All this noise out there by the Mary's cleaning fans, I think they're calling in a flock of geese. Ought to take some of those ladies hunting with me. Good duck calls out there. Well, the pitcher Roberts takes a walk, and that brings Steve Lachowski, the catcher, up to the plate. Lachowski sends a single right up the middle. And Roberts is going to hold up at second, putting runners at first and second. 1 out here for OK Brugman in the 5th, and our scorekeeper Joe says that this is the inning for OK Brugman to make their big comeback. So we'll see if his prediction holds true. As Dave Stewart, the right center fielder and lead guitarist for the Eurythmics, steps up.
Well, so far so good. Joe's prediction is coming true so far. We seem to have a pinch runner going in.
We sure do. I'm not sure who that is pinch running for Roberts, but... Scora comes in to run for Roberts.
S-Y-K-O-R-A.
Okay, we get the word that Roberts will be back in after the inning, and there you see an example of that extra player rule.
That's the re-entry rule.
Oh, that's the re-entry rule. Well, we'll have to talk about that later. What's the difference between the extra player rule, Joe, and the re-entry rule?
Well, you can take one of the original 11 players out of the game and re-enter them one time. That's their option at a convenient time, such as now, where they had a slow runner and they put a pinch runner in his place. Then they'll be able to come back in after the inning's over.
Oh, great, thanks. Ground ball could be 2, and it is. So, Mary's cleaning gets out of the inning with a fantastic double play. No runs across for OK Brugman. And as we move along into the 6th inning with a dejected OK Brugman, the score is Mary's cleaning 11, OK Brugman 3.
If you're looking for an education, you can find the best right here in Cleveland. Liberal arts colleges, a public university, private universities, institutes of art and music, a community college or a business school, all in your own backyard in Greater Cleveland.
Cleveland is a college town.
So we see some of the vocal fans for Mary's Cleaning down there rooting on their team, who happens to be on top here in the top of the 6th inning, 11-3 over OK Brugman. And due up for Mary's Cleaning is Jamie Smith, the extra player.
Come on, let's cheer, let's cheer.
Jamie takes a ball inside. And lines that pitch by Roberts right back up the middle for a single. I'm not quite sure why the throw came in to first base on that one.
I don't know, but Lechowski was over there for the backup. Good job by him.
So that brings the top of the lineup for Mary's Cleaning, Alan Sharp, the left fielder. And Sharp again sends it up the middle. And that's going to put runners at first and second. So again, Mary's Cleaning starting a drive here with no outs in the top of the 6th inning. And the shortstop, Dave Urido, comes up to the plate.
Couple real nice grounders. Just out of reach of everybody, and both hit hard.
Yeah, if you could put them up the middle all day, you're going to win ball games. Roberts got that nice backspin on the ball. Doesn't seem to be working too well tonight, but it is a nice pitch. There's a flat pitch hit to the shortstop. Could be two. It's booted. Everyone's going to be safe. And the runner holds up at third. So, still nobody out. Bases loaded from Mary's Cleaning, and the third baseman, Bob Kraft, comes up to the plate with a chance to really do some damage here for Mary's Cleaning. Bob sends that one real deep to center field. The left center fielder over to make the catch. The runners are going to tag. Could be a play at 3. No, there isn't. So another run crosses for Mary's Cleaning. Runners advance to second and third. Only one out here in the top of the 6th. And it's going to bring the cleanup batter, Scott Druitt.
It was a good catch by Dieterich, but it was so far out there that it still allowed the runners to advance.
Yeah, the runner from second was halfway down the line and still had a chance to come back and still tag.
Scott Druitt looks out at 2 of his own players on base.
I thought he was pointing to the left field fence, pointing to his home run. Oh, he hits one high and deep to the left fielder, Zarka under it. Runners are going to tag. Zarka's throw coming into third, and it's a little offline, so everyone's going to be safe. So 13-3 Mary's Cleaning. 2 outs now in the top of the 6th with a runner at third base. And Bill Gaskey, the right center fielder, comes up.
There's a nasty-looking brace on the leg of the third baseman, Rich Pekarsky, over there.
Yeah, it sure is. There's a drive deep to left center field. Diedrich under it. Puts it away for out number 3, but some damage is done here in the top of the 6th inning for Mary's Cleaning. They get a couple. They now lead 12-3 as we move into the bottom of the 6th. Okay, Brugman's got a little catching up to do, Mayor.
They sure do.
Last time they played, Brugman won the game real easy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So Brugman won the first meeting between the two, and they are in first place, but if Mary's Cleaning happens to hang on and win this game, there's going to be a tie between OK Brugman and Mary's Cleaning with 2 games left in this half.
Right.
There we see a shot of, who was, didn't we know that guy? That was
I
Dave
missed the
Del
shot.
Rosa.
Oh, it was?
Looks like he's going to play the next game.
Uh-huh.
Team winner was 0-4.
Winking Lizard, who's 1 game behind Mary's Cleaning at 7-4. They started off this half 0-4 and have come back to win 7 straight games. They're going to be in contention for first place also.
Did you know the Winking Lizard got first place in the rib burn-off?
Well, I didn't know that, but I heard they did fairly well. They got first place for sauce.
I think so.
I know they didn't get first place for ribs, because someplace in Tennessee, I think, got it.
They got second place for sauce? For ribs.
For ribs.
A nice showing by a local company here.
And I've yet to taste their ribs or award-winning
We
wings.
tried that one day, but we were there too early.
Yeah, they wouldn't serve me wings.
Well, we have Matt Johnson on first base and Tom Dieterich up to bat.
Diedrich sends it up the middle. Johnson's going to hold on a second as the throw comes into third. Good throw.
Yeah, that was a real good throw by Bill Geske out there.
So nobody out, runners at first and second. Okay, Brugman don't have many chances left here. They've got to do it in the bottom of the sixth, down by 9 runs. So Bob Zarka, the left fielder, steps up, takes ball inside, ball 1. Well, the bugs are starting to come out a little bit now, and Bob Hauser all prepared with his little bottle of off. That's a neat little bottle. Fits in your top pocket there. Zarka lines it to the third baseman, caught it on a fly, an easy double play for Mary's Cleaning.
Great play by Bob Kraft. Good throw.
Shoestring catch. I wasn't sure. I couldn't have called that one. I wasn't sure if it bounced or not. Anyway, that's the second double play that Mary's Cleaning is coming. It couldn't have come at a better time.
That's true. That really helped because we only have a runner left on first now with Dave Zerny coming up to bat.
Sure, and 2 outs. Kind of kills that drive unless they can get something going here with 2 outs.
Mike. That's you, man. Shoot him now.
Off the handle to third. Easy play for the third baseman for out number 3. So, we now move into the 7th inning, and Mary's Cleaning is on top of OK Brugman, 13-3. Stay with us.
Starting a new relationship is pretty scary. It's hard to discuss something personal, but now with the threat of AIDS...
First of all, going out with someone does not mean you have to go to bed with them. Take the time to get to know each other. And if the time is right for sex, well, remember, he's worried about it too, so talk about protection. Just be honest. Tell him you don't want to take chances. And sex just isn't cool without condoms for protection.
Don't take chances. Help protect yourself against AIDS.
The top of the 7th inning in the second game of our doubleheader. The score is 13-3 with Mary's Cleaning over OK Brugman. You can see what a nice night it is here in Memorial Field.
Clouds are starting to turn over. It was supposed to rain today, but the weathermen haven't been right all summer, so...
No reason to change now.
That's right. It is a beautiful night.
Matt Wade hits one out to left field, a high fly.
Zarka makes the catch near the warning track, if there was a warning track out there. So Wade is retired for the first time tonight.
Hey, you know, I wonder if that's ever a problem for those fielders not knowing exactly where the fence is since there is no warning track out there.
I'm not sure. I don't think you worry about things like that. It's only chain link. It's not going to kill you.
You just have these permanent marks in your face. Little diamonds.
Oh, they come out after about 3 days.
Oh, this is Cliff Matchney.
Here it is. Popcorn.
Yeah, that was popcorn. The catcher called it. Popped up to the shortstop for out number 2. Matt Johnson's having a pretty decent game at shortstop. He's made a couple of good plays.
Yeah, he is.
Made a couple of errors, but he's made up with them with a couple of great plays coming out to short left field. So that brings Jim Caroa, the right fielder.
Right kid.
And Caroa takes ball 1. Oh my, over the head of the right center fielder. It's going all the way to the fence. Caroa's going to have a triple on this one.
Dave
Relay.
Stewart misjudged that one.
He was playing very shallow. I'm not sure if that was a mistake or not. I can't believe he was playing that shallow.
But that wakes up the crowd over on the third base side again.
Looks like you're going on a trip. Going to Hawaii?
That's fine.
Ed Lass just stopped in, who's the scorekeeper for the Tuesday-Thursday League. He's on his way to Hawaii.
I don't know if he was joking, but he certainly was dressed for tropical weather.
I thought it was Magnum P.I. Kind of looked like Tom Selleck with that Hawaiian shirt and that Don Ho hat. So we've got a runner at third base with 2 outs here for Mary's Cleaning. They're on top 13-3 here in the top of the 7th inning. Ground ball to Johnson, who throws across for out number 3. So we move into the bottom of the 7th inning, and OK Brugman's got a lot to catch up with. They're down by 10.
Well, I want to remind you to watch Alternate Beat on Cable 9. Fridays and Sundays at 8. And if you watch it, you'll see interviews with the Feelies, Robin Hitchcock, and They Might Be Giants. So,
and videos by, I Know the Gun Bunnies.
And Smithereens, I think?
Smithereens.
Okay. But if you like that kind of alternative music, Alternate Beat is really a good show. An hour full of interviews and videos and all kinds of nice things.
Yeah, it is a neat show. I enjoy it. I wish I had Adelphia Cable so I could watch it. Because my cable system won't put it on, which I won't name. Yes, I will.
Go ahead.
Continental Cable. Boy, thank God you folks don't live where I live and have Continental Cable. Because, I mean, you definitely have something to argue about with those guys. They're terrible. Adelphia Cable is top-notch in my estimation. Wow! What a play by the shortstop.
Dave Urido was stretched out horizontally to catch that one.
Oh, my. Fantastic defensive play.
That's enough to take the wind out of your sails.
Yeah, I think it has to take the wind out of OK Brugman's sails. Well, they've come back many times this year, but I don't think this week. So Ray Perkarski, the first baseman, comes up to the plate with 1 out here. Bottom of the 7th inning, last chance for OK Brugman to make up 10 runs. There's one deep to right field. In on the ball is, who is that?
Jim Coroa.
He puts it away for out number 2. So Mary's Cleaning is 1 out away from tying up the standings here in the B League of Nordonia Men's League Softball. Should they get this out and win the